The Supreme Court on Friday allowed President Donald Trump to temporarily freeze millions of dollars in grants to states for addressing teacher shortages, the administration's first win at the High Court since reclaiming power in January. The decision was 5-4, with Chief Justice John Roberts and the 3 liberals dissenting. The states have made clear that they have the financial wherewithal to keep their programs running, the court reasoned in its unsigned opinion. But the court said the Trump administration made a compelling case that it would not be able to recover any funds spent while the lower court's order remained in place. If the states ultimately win the case, the court said they can recover any wrongfully withheld funds through further litigation. Justices Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson all dissented, and either wrote or joined opinions explaining their position. Roberts said he would have denied the stay, but didn't explain his reasoning. That meant the majority was made up of 5 conservatives, Justices Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. This is unquestionably a win for the Trump administration, but on remarkably narrow and modest terms, said Steve Vladeck, CNN's Supreme Court analyst and professor at Georgetown University, Law. It leaves open the possibility that the plaintiffs are going to win not just this case, but a bunch of other challenges to the government's cancellation of grants, while freezing the order in this specific case. And even that was a bridge too far for Chief Justice Roberts and the 3 Democratic appointees, Vladeck added. It's a victory for the government, but a short-lived one that may soon be overtaken by far more significant losses in the other pending cases in which Trump has asked the justices to intervene. Jackson argued that the court was wrong to brush off the harms to the states, citing schools in Boston that have fired several full-time employees and the College of New Jersey canceling the remainder of its teacher residency program. It boggles the mind to equate the devastation wrought from such abrupt funding withdrawals with the mere risk that some grantees might seek to draw down previously promised funds that the department wants to yank away from them, Jackson wrote Center. Debate over temporary restraining orders. It's unclear how much practical effect Friday's Supreme Court order will have, given that much of the money in the dispute may have already been dispersed. But the court's majority briefly addressed a notable procedural aspect of the case, in that the High Court had been asked to review a temporary restraining order, a type of emergency, short-fuse order that is usually not appealable, sending a signal that could have repercussions in other cases challenging a variety of Trump policies. The Supreme Court suggested this particular TRO, which was set to expire on Monday, was closer in kind to a preliminary injunction, a more fulsome order that is subject to appeal. That language could encourage the administration to appeal more of the TROs currently curtailing Trump's agenda. Jackson, the knocked court for weighing in on the TRO now, as the trial court judge in the case, is likely to issue a preliminary injunction